We were just talking about using this as a weight loss system.
I compared it to the exercise machine that they had in the 60s or 50s that the ladies used to use that would shake the fat away. And I thought it would be good for you. But the only issue was you'd have to figure out how to run it backwards so your rear end was on it.
There it is. Diamond piers complete.
Are we leaving it loose?
So you have to leave these loose so that you can slide the other board
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
onto it, and then you go back and tighten it down. Oh, that's good.
Do you want me to fold your...
I'll pull it. Right.
So we got all the grooved decking boards on yesterday with their Trex hidden fastener system. And now we're doing the rim boards around the picture frame. We have a modified track saw set up here. I just connected those through down to a block through there so that it's nice and straight. And I have something for the saw to run against as a positive stop. So let's see how it works. Oh, so sad. Yeah. Big battery on a little saw. What could possibly go wrong? This is instantly way heavier. So we're having to pocket hole screw these picture frame boards because I didn't know before we ordered this, but this is Trex's newest line, Trex Transcend Lineage, and apparently Cortex screws haven't made their screws with the little plugs in it yet out of this stuff. It's that new. So now I can't, I would Cortex screw this. I think Fasten Master makes it. Same guys that make timber locks, I think. I have to check on that. But they have a little plug system that uses the Trex or whatever brand you end up with for composite decking. And it plugs the hole. And it has this same wood grain and the same color because they use pieces of the material to make their little plugs out of. Well, apparently this is so new that they're still developing those screws and plugs. So I had to come up with a different way, and Alex and I spent a bit of time trying to figure that out yesterday. And the best we came up with was to pocket hole screw from the outside. So that's what we're setting up to do. The pocket hole, so everything will be from underneath. No exposed fasteners. So Alex is ripping some of the frost out of the ground so we can get a good base down there for the stairs to land on. So that's what he's doing. But what I'm doing is getting these posts ready to set. We're doing these Westbury aluminum railings. And we've done these before. I like them. Basically what we did was we figured out where these are going in the corners first. And I wanted these post sleeves to wind up like close like that right in the corner, because I didn't want it to overhang or whatever. So we figured out where center was, found our other two spots for our other two posts here, and then I just took this post and set it up where I wanted to. Took a marker, did one dot, a nice red dot right in there, and then that's where I'm going to drill through. And I want to pre-drill this with a bit that's just a little bit bigger than the fastener I'm going to put through, because I want it to have just a little bit of expansion room for this composite decking. Well, with that, it's like one of these Spax power legs is what we're using, and so I want the drill bit just to be a little bit bigger, because I don't want this big aggressive thread to grab onto the decking and not allow it to expand and contract a little bit. So that's what we're doing, and then eventually it'll look just like that. So, and then we'll have stairs on too pretty quick. He's riding a bucking bronco over there, trying to grab onto the tiny little last piece of frost that's in the ground, and it's trying to hold on as well as it can. All right, so these things come with these little stainless washer things, and the bolts are adjustment screws. So now you can plumb it both ways and use those adjustment screws to kind of do whatever you need to make it plumb. So that's pretty close to where it was, or where it needed to be, but I needed to tighten these guys down here. No pressure, right? So we're attempting to follow instructions here as to how to put these on, because the only really important part is to make sure that these balusters are already like pre-cut, and so just making sure that they're the correct size to get in these holes, and it pressure fits in there with this thing, so the baluster goes and sits down in there, and just give it a little pop with a mallet or whatever. So just double checking everything. Now you get to put the little caps on there. Not it.
Okay.
Oh.
That's it.
There it is. Snap. There we go. One section almost done. So we got these stairs all set and ready to go. Taped up all the flat blocking so it doesn't have a chance for water to soak in, even though it's KDAT pressure treated, kiln dried after the treatment. That's what we used on all of our framing on this deck was KDAT. So it has a less of a chance of shrinking and cracking. I say less of a chance because it's still wood, but that's what we used for all this. So less shrinkage, the better.